Welcome back to the cryptowrld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now the price of Ethereum is testing an important support level. But just before I talk about that, make sure to subscribe to my backup channel, which is this one just here, Cryptoworld 2. And we have just surpassed 100 subscribers over there already. And you can find a link to this backup channel in the first link in the description and also the first link in the pinned comment. And in case you haven't been on my channel over the past few days, I explained exactly why I'm doing this in my last Bitcoin update video, the one that I posted just a couple hours ago. So definitely check that one out if you haven't already. But anyway, getting into the Ethereum analysis today, this right here is the 12-hour Ethereum chart. And looking at the Fibonacci retracement tool, we have this 50% level coming in at just underneath 2.8k, more specifically around 2,770. But technically speaking, the 50% level is not as significant as the golden pocket. So if we see a confirmed break below the 50% level, then it is likely in that scenario that the price of Ethereum could drop down towards the golden pocket, which is sitting at around 2,600. And what is very interesting about $2,600 per Ethereum is if you're looking in the VPVR indicator on the daily time frame, we have the largest cluster of volume coming into play at around 2,600. So this is another reason why that 2.6k level of support is very important. And on top of that, when you're zooming all the way out to the 3-day Ethereum chart, we have this massive ascending line of support coming into play at around 2,600. So Ethereum has a lot of confluence coming in at around 2.6k, making that a very important level of support to pay attention to. But something else to keep in mind is the fact that we have just confirmed a 3-day bearish cross in the MACD, which as the name suggests is more bearish than bullish for the price of Ethereum. But looking in the 3-day Ethereum RSI, technically speaking, this is yet to form another downtrend because we're still forming higher lows. So as of right now, technically speaking, the price of Ethereum is still in this short-term bearish trend because the price action itself is still forming lower highs and lower lows when you're talking about these shorter-term bullish and bearish trends. But on the larger timeframes, technically speaking, we're still forming higher lows and higher highs, whether you're talking about this trend just here or this entire trend we've seen over the past few years. Technically, we are still forming higher lows and higher highs. Unless the price of Ethereum starts breaking below around 2,600, that would be our first significant bearish signal on the larger timeframes that we have seen in a long time. Now, with that being said, zooming back into the 12-hour time frame, even though the price of Ethereum is still technically in this bearish trend, we are also forming a bullish divergence because we formed lower lows in the price action but higher lows in the 12-hour Ethereum RSI. And generally speaking, this basically tells us this short-term bearish trend is losing some of that bearish momentum. And this is also backed up by the 12-hour Ethereum MACD because you can see in the histogram in particular, we're seeing almost no momentum to either direction. But you might be wondering, why is the price of Ethereum not getting affected as much by this bullish divergence compared to, let's just say, Bitcoin? Because even though the 12-hour RSI and the 12-hour MACD are revealing a loss in momentum, we're not exactly seeing that at the moment. We're still pretty much in this bearish trend without barely any slowdown so far. And one of the reasons behind that is because Ethereum is right now pulling back against Bitcoin. And for those of you watching my Ethereum update videos over the past few weeks, you would have seen this coming before it happened. Because first of all, this right here is the Ethereum versus Bitcoin chart on the daily time frame. And obviously we formed a bearish divergence back here, which was during the beginning of April. And not long after that, right around here, I let you guys know publicly on my channel and over on my Twitter that I moved some of my Ethereum into Bitcoin in anticipation of a pullback here due to this bearish divergence and also a downtrend forming in the daily RSI. And on top of that, we just saw a bearish cross back then as well in the daily MACD for Ethereum versus Bitcoin. And if you're looking at what's happening right now in these indicators, they are still trending to the downside, which is technically still bearish for Ethereum versus Bitcoin. And for any of the beginners out there, when Ethereum pulls back against Bitcoin, that just basically means Ethereum against the US dollar is doing a little bit worse than what Bitcoin is doing against the US dollar. So basically, if Ethereum pulls back against Bitcoin and Bitcoin pumps, Ethereum won't pump as much, or let's just say in this example, where Ethereum pulls back against Bitcoin and Bitcoin might have a slight retracement, Ethereum would have an even bigger retracement because once again, Ethereum is losing value against Bitcoin as well as the US dollar. But with that being said, soon enough, the RSI will make its way towards oversold territories. And it is only a matter of time before Ethereum flips bullish again against Bitcoin, but that time is not right now. And we can also back this up by looking at the Bitcoin dominance on the daily time frame, which is right now moving back to the upside, which is obviously one of the main scenarios I've been talking about over the past couple of weeks, considering the uptrend in the daily RSI and the uptrend in the MACD. And once again, for any of the beginners out there, when the Bitcoin dominance is going to the upside, that means Bitcoin is holding up a lot better than the majority of altcoins out there, and that goes for Ethereum as well. And then on the flip side, anytime the Bitcoin dominance is moving to the downside, that usually means the altcoins on average are outperforming Bitcoin, so this is also known as an altcoin season the majority of the time. But something that not many people realize is the fact that you can still make money in crypto even if prices are going down. And if you want to know exactly how I make money in crypto when prices are going down, make sure to check out one of these uploads popping up right here on your screen because they are definitely made for you. And just before you click off, don't forget to subscribe to the backup channel, first link in the description. But anyway, that is everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.